marketing. We drove all the business in network marketing. And all of a sudden, we're selling it on, TV. And here I am in my late 20s, driving a beat-up old car, but having this big dream. And things start happening. This stuff starts taking off, and I'm just sharing this thing. Live your dream, live your passion, which is what I loved doing, right? But remember that little bug for acting? So I'm doing this acting workshop, and at the end of the acting workshop, a producer guy comes up to me. He turns out to be a personal manager, and he says, "Why don't you come to New York and audition?" Y'all remember Ryan's Hope? Right? All right, so this is all about Forks in the Road. It's all going to come together in a minute. I promise you. So anyway, next thing I know, I'm in New York, and I'm auditioning for Ryan's Hope. And my little skincare company's kind of starting to take off. They're doing about $300,000 a month at the time. And I didn't get the part in Ryan's Hope, but the manager said, "If you move to New York, I'll have you working within a month." And when you're young, you think all these people are just telling you anything you want to hear. And so I came back home, and I also felt my heart was really in my skincare company. The next time I heard this guy's name was when Halle Berry accepted the Golden Globe Award for her role in Dorothy Dandridge, and she thanked him because he was her personal manager. So you never know, right? These things in your life, you go back, and all of you guys have forks in your road, and they lead you to where you are now for a reason. I spent 8 years building another network marketing company because the dream was still alive, and then I got beat up and fed up and had everything kind of slip out from underneath me. And I put my dreams up on the shelf, and I said, "I'll never do network marketing again." And I was in medical aesthetics because that's what you do when you're 50 and you want to keep everything up and perky and you want to get it wholesale because you go get that industry. And it was a booming industry, and that was what I was doing when I saw this business in August of 2011. But that dream to make a difference in people's lives and to give people a financial vehicle was always there. And when I saw this, within 24 hours, I was put in front of Scott Schwartz, and he looked me straight down and he said, "This is the last time you'll ever have to build it." And I believed him. And I'll tell you, it has been the greatest journey of my life. And you are in the right place at the right time. All companies are not created equal. And for those of you, if this is your first exposure, I'll just tell you, you got very lucky to see this one first, because you're home, baby. All right, so we're going to talk about contacts. And what we're going to do as we go out and build our business is people that we know, right? And so when you get started, the first thing that your sponsor's going to do after you set your goals is they're going to say, "Okay, who are your contacts?" And sometimes you can just start thinking of people, right? You just start listing names. Get a little notebook and call it Team Elites. You might as well set into motion the intention that every name that you write down is a Team Elite. Now, will it happen? No, of course not. But it's not going to be because you took them out or you prejudged. It's going to be because they took themselves out, right? Now, if you need a little tickler, like how do I find these people? Then we have the family, friends, business, community. And so what I recommend that you do, if you're just starting out and you have your little notebook, is that you provide about 4 or 5 pages for friends. Right? How many of you guys remember what it was like before the internet and you compare it to, Facebook? Oh my gosh, you can find like your sweetheart in kindergarten on Facebook. Have you noticed that? I found one of my old high school boyfriends on Facebook, and of course I've got my blinders on, thinking of building my new skin business, and I think he was single and I was single, and he was looking for a date and I was looking for an executive. And so, it happens. And so I said, "Let's have lunch," and I've got my iPad, and he shows up with his cologne. And so I do a presentation, and one of the first things that he says is, "Oh my gosh, I know who would be great at this. My ex-girlfriend." I said, "Let's go see her." And we did. And so, anyway, she became an executive, he became an executive, and the ex-girlfriend said, "Oh my God, I know who's going to be great at this, is a private investigator over in Louisiana." I said, "Let's go see her." So we do that. In Texas, they have that song, "All My Exes Live in Texas." I'm going to rewrite that.